Attacks are unlikely to end soon, with the attitude towards foreign shop owners operating, especially in Soweto, hardening further and further. Local shop owners have joined residents' calls to drive foreign shop owners out of the township. They've also vowed to protect their own territory. The message to the Minister of Small Business Enterprises, Lindiwe Zulu, was very clear. Support us on this resolution and nothing less. The meeting was called after some foreign shops were looted and set alight. Now, the Black Business Council says foreign nationals must be barred from trading in Soweto. To crown it all, foreign nationals were barred from the meeting to present their side of the story. The minister's appeal for the protection of foreigners also fell on deaf ears, it seems. Now, joining us in the studio is the president of the Black Lobby Group, the Black Business Council, Mr. Ndaba Ntsele. Very good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning to you, and good morning to the viewers.
Is that accurate? Do you really want foreign nationals to not trade in townships?
Yeah, let's put it in the right perspective. It is correct that we are not going to allow people that trade without following the rules. And these rules are not South African rules. These are international rules. Any foreigner that gets into a country, there are rules that must be followed. There's a certain amount of money that you must first bring in the country. Like in New Zealand, they say 1.5 million US dollars. Now, all these foreigners, they didn't follow the rules. We don't want to have a state where the rule of law or the game is not played fairly.
Is it a little bit late in the game now to suddenly be calling on these rules when they've never been policed before? Now suddenly on the back of xenophobic attacks, we try and put the onus on and use this almost as an excuse to bar people from trading in the townships, as they have been for the last 20 years.
Yeah, let's not use the term xenophobic attack. We are enforcing that the rule of law, as it happened globally, must happen in the townships in South Africa. Anybody that comes here must follow the rules and apply. Whether they've been doing this 20 years, as you are saying, that they did 20 years ago, and I don't believe that started 20 years ago in the new democracy. They came in and it's increasing, but somebody and the residents have to protect their territory so that we, as Black Business Council, can create sustainable businesses in the townships.
What is your stand on xenophobia and violence against foreign nationals doing business in South Africa?
Look, this xenophobia is misconstrued here. We're talking about business space, and this doesn't happen anywhere.
I'll ask you, what is your stand as the Black Business Council on xenophobia, sir?
Let me tell you, foreigners that are in the country, I've employed some of them that came the right channel. Those that didn't follow the rules is something that I don't, as Black Business Council, is something that we don't adhere to. We don't want it to happen. We have to stop it with all the resources that we have here. Is policing, is home affairs. They've got to do that.
We understand that with South Africa's history, it's very difficult to understand the mentality. How do you think this will change the image of South Africa in the rest of the African continent?
Look, there's nothing wrong with it. Let me tell you a good example. I went to go to do business in Nigeria myself, my company, and I was asked to follow the rules of the Nigerians. And I was asked to put a certain amount of investment. They didn't say because you are African like us, you bypass the rules. And so is other big companies, like Checkers, your Pick and Pay, that goes to do business in the continent. We follow the rules. So we are not going to say because we've got democracy here, rules must not be followed. We're not here to run a banana republic.
No, it's not a banana republic, sir, but the precedent has been set. A precedent has been set where this has not been policed. To now change our tune to say now the rule of law must apply, it puts us in a very difficult position and makes us look almost hypocritical on this issue.
No. If all the people that are trading there, all of them they came through the right channels, it's going to be acceptable. That's a starting point. if they didn't come through the right channels and the rule of law, this conflict is going to come in again. So we believe that let's not paper over the cracks. Let's solve and come with a permanent solution.
The solution, you say, is let's take stock of who's trading, and let's start again by issuing licenses and the whole like from scratch in order to protect business in the township.
Yeah, I'm not saying we must issue licenses. These people, they also got to be checked whether they're here illegally. For instance, let me tell you something. There's a bars in this country. They say our small business must copy what these foreigners are doing. In this world, you cannot copy a system that is underworld. This system that is underworld. If you look
underworld, you're calling this an underworld system?
Okay, let me justify.
Can you just qualify that statement?
Let me qualify that statement. The goods that are sold there, if you go and buy those goods are not manufactured in South Africa. They either come from Pakistan or from India. And if you check further, these goods, including the cigarettes, they come through our borders that are porous. So it's not a system that you can understudy. Is a difficult system. So for people,
it's a broad generalization that you're making. It has to be investigated. Surely.
It's factual. You know, I didn't come and wake up here not having gone to. I was born and bred in this township, and I started my business in the township. I went and we checked with the business council the goods that are there. And then you ask how did this thing come? Nobody will give an explanation. It's not an assumption, it's factual. And I'm not here to push emotions. I'm here to create, and the duty of the Black Business Council is to create sustainable small businesses. We cannot, because we cannot even create industrialists when we are going to have goods that comes backdoor, which are very, very cheap, and then people are going to go for these goods. Yeah. And then these guys who are selling these goods for us, there's going to be unfair competition.
I thank you for joining us today. So I would just like to point out we have a very troubled history ourselves as South Africa. Most of our leaders were refugees in other countries, and most of the people trading in this country are also refugees. And maybe we should look at a two-tier solution where we not only look at ourselves, but we also look at those that we have to look after. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, our leaders were not trading in exile. All of them, I can tell you that. That's something different. So for us to...
We'll leave it there, so we'll have to come back another day. We're running out of time, but I thank you for joining us today. That's the President of the Black Business Council, Mr. Ndaba. Thank you for giving us your unique insights into this problem we are all facing here in South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you.